Welcome to Let's Get Real with the Pimbers. I'm Lou,
And I'm Rhonda.
and today marks a very special day, right? It's our anniversary. Rhonda, did you know that? Did you know, or did you forget?
I am well aware, Mr. Pimber, that it is our anniversary. March 12th, 2016 is when we got married.
Wow, what a day that was! What a It's been how many years now?
10, babe.
Time
But we've been
flies when
together
you
13.
time
Crazy.
flies when you're just having fun,
Yeah,
right?
it does.
So, what? Any special plans? Got any special plans, or what's
Hey, you tell me, okay?
Okay, Candace Owens. Okay. Straight to jail, straight to jail if I don't have plans.
Jail. Straight to jail.
The it's interesting the way you got to meet me, right? It was kind of interesting story
Lord.
the way you got look, I'm leading the meeting right now, so I'm gonna tell you my way. It's interesting how you got to meet me, and it was I think it was on I was shooting a commercial and your daughter was doing makeup for the commercial. Ashley was doing makeup for the commercial, but it was a commercial that I had gotten because your modeling agency has
That's
sent
right.
me in for the casting. That's right.
That's
That's
right.
right. Sent me for the casting. You reached out to me. I think it was just an excuse, and you were like, "Hey, you're an actor." I'm like, "Yeah, what's going on?" I thought it was one of those, you know. Hey, we're casting for a commercial out here, and we need a Hispanic dentist.
I did. That's what I
Hispanic.
said.
I was Hispanic,
Yeah.
right? Dentist. And I got clean my teeth were okay, so I said, "Okay, let's go do this." And so I got picked for the part. You did get some feedback on it. You were told I was a little bit too mean on camera, so I had to fix that part. But yeah, that's and then eventually you asked me out.
I
You
did
asked
not. Let me talk now.
No, 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 no.
So
Who
you had
hang on.
messaged me.
Who asked who out first on a date? Who?
Okay, so technically it was you because you used to message me on Facebook and ask me to go for coffee and hiking and blah blah blah.
No,
And
I
I
didn't I wasn't inviting you. I just asked you, "Do you like doing those things?"
okay, well,
I thought you were like an active outdoorsy person.
yeah, not so much. But I will say this. Yes, I ended up asking you how I said, how about that drink? Because you had been
Oh,
asking me to do it for like a year. And I'm like, all
mm,
right, how about that drink? And yes, we met.
okay.
And it was pretty rocky start though. I mean, I remember meeting you and telling you my whole life story because I didn't like you. So I was like, I'm just gonna tell this guy all this stuff, right? And then kind of took you for a little test drive and you invited me to the Breaking Bad party. Remember,
I
Lou?
did.
And
I
I
did.
said no.
I
You
did,
wanna
I
know
did, I
why I
did.
said no? Because so many people with Lou's book, Breaking Badly, in the book, it says to ask me a question. And
Yep.
everybody wonders why I didn't go to the Breaking Bad party in LA with him. But, we had just met, we had just started talking, and I'm not that kind of girl where I'm just going to go to LA because some guy asked me to go and go stay in a hotel with him for 3 nights. I didn't want to be that girl. So I said no. And I was so
Okay.
mad when I saw you there with another woman. And I'm still to this day, woman, whoever you were that he went to the Breaking Bad party with, I want to know who you are. But yeah, Lou, it's been quite a journey with you. I can't believe it's been 10 years and it's so cool because, I think relationships are supposed to start out as friends. And I
Mhm.
believe that we did. We started out as friends and then I moved in and you just couldn't get rid of me after that. But
You came to visit, and then you never left.
It's funny because we actually started dating after, because yes, I hired you for that dental commercial and I got sick, so I couldn't go. So I sent Ashley.
Right.
She
Right.
comes home and she's like, you have to start dating Lou Pimber. And I threw my box of Kleenex at her. I was like, no.
Right.
And then I had the Fox Theater party for
Yeah.
Tucson Model Magazine. And I did put you in the magazine as an actor. And I'll never forget that night, Lou, because, there were 600 people at the Fox Theater. You walk in and nobody's around us. It was weird. And you
Yeah.
walk in and you're in a suit.
I was.
And I remember looking at you, Lou, and saying, shoot, he's going to be my husband. that very moment that you walked in,
Well,
and you walked over to me and you kissed me on the forehead, and
it
nobody, I can attest to it, has ever done that. Nobody's ever kissed me on the forehead, and I was like, "This is gonna be my husband," and me and you have been inseparable ever since.
yeah. I actually had a date lined up for that event of yours
Yeah, well,
because
sorry, date.
you you ditched me. You didn't wanna go to the Breaking Bad party with me.
Yeah,
So when you invited me to that event of yours, which is a really cool event, by the way, a lot of people, there was like 1,000 people, there were between 6 to 100 to 1,000 people there, a lot of people
it
there.
was an amazing event.
I had a date. She had her dress picked out and everything, and then last minute, I was like, "You know, I'm not gonna take a date," and so I ended up going with a buddy of mine, and as we're walking up to the theater, I say, "Hey, let me go in alone real quick, let me just see what's happening." I walked in, and I'm trying to sneak in and maybe sneak out maybe, and I sneak in, I'm like, "Oh, oh, caught." It's like being caught by, like, the teacher, like the hot teacher, and you get caught in the hallway, you're like, "Oh, she saw me." Oh, and I said, "Rob, just come on in," and I went inside, yeah, I remember that.
And then, we get engaged about a year
Mhm.
after we met, and then a year after we got engaged. By the way, you asked me to marry you on Valentine's Day, which was so amazing.
Huh.
You don't even remember, awesome. But it was at the gem show, remember? You're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Go pick out a ring," and I did,
Yeah, yeah.
and, uh, and then our engagement was on, and I
Mhm,
remember we were approached in San Diego on a fishing trip to be in the financial firm that we're in now, right?
mhm,
By
uh-huh.
Manny Romo, and because our wedding was coming up, everything about life insurance and retirement went in one ear and out the other,
Yeah,
and then we got married, and it was beautiful. The Scottish rite was so beautiful, Lou. Our wedding was just so spectacular. But and then we went on a honeymoon. And I remember
yeah.
sitting on the beach and being like, what are we gonna do for work? Like, I don't want to be average. We had this conversation about leveling up and being more than who we were, and we are already doing pretty good, but we knew that we could be more. And we were approached by Manny on that fishing trip, and I walked away. I was like, "Life insurance? No way." And lo and behold, we come back from our honeymoon, and I saw him buy his wife a BMW cash on Facebook, and I was like, "Babe, what do they
Yeah.
do?" "I don't know, call him." And now 10 years later, because we're also celebrating 10 years of the 212 Financial Group in
That's
business
true, that's
with
true.
over 1,000 agents across the nation. So, hey, if you wanna be an agent, call us.
Hey,
We would
look,
love to
I
have
think now's a good time to introduce the 212 Financial Group.
Yeah,
Look, we've been in existence now 10 years. We
10
got
years. This was our
agents out in
honeymoon.
Arizona. I'm sorry?
This was our honeymoon.
Yeah,
212 Financial Group was our honeymoon.
right. We have agents out in Arizona, throughout Phoenix, throughout Tucson, Arizona, now out here in Houston, a couple here and there, like in Florida and places like that. But, let's just make it our sponsor. Why not? Why
Yes.
not be just, go out and be shameless in the promotion of ourselves? Why not, right? So we're very grateful for that incredible team of people that we work with, we get to mentor and grow along the way. So we represent top insurers, you name it. They're part of our array, our inventory, protecting people's 401ks. We've learned a lot, been doing a lot, serviced a lot of people, and helped a lot of people along the way.
Well, and not only have we given people the opportunity to be in the highest paying industry in America with a quick license,
Mhm.
you have become one of the top retirement specialists, one of the top life insurance specialists. And I'm so proud of the people that we have become because this company has sent us all over. I mean, we've been to Greece, we've been to Spain, we've been to Hawaii, we've been
Yeah.
to you name it, we've been. And it was because of the hard work we've put in over the
Yep.
years of being able to do it. And now we're about to really capitalize on it because in June, Lou, for
Yes.
our 10-year honeymoon, we
Yes.
are going to be renewing our vows. Babe, you got to marry me again. This is not an annual renewable term, okay?
Oh, man. It ain't like a driver's license?
No.
Like a driver's
No.
license that has an
No.
expiration date you can choose to renew?
Nope. When we were in Paris a few years ago at the Eiffel Tower, you got down on one knee and I was like, we're going to do it again."
Mhm.
So we are going 82 people are going with us to a castle in Italy in a little town called Petritelli because Lou,
Yep.
we rented the whole village. It wasn't just the castle, we rented the whole village.
You gotta stop watching those Lifetime movies, I'm telling you right now.
You know, it's funny because one day I'm sitting and I'm looking at TikTok and I see a video and I'm like, "Babe, did you know that we can renew our vows in Italy?" And you're
No, I
like,
did not
"We're
know
not
that.
doing that." You're like, "We're not doing that." And I'm like, "All right, well, in the US, it's gonna cost just as much as it is in Italy, so let's just do it." And I started showing you, and you're like, "You're so crazy." And now that was a year and a half ago, and now we're 3 months out from being there with our closest friends and family, and we have a big surprise for them that
We
they have
do, and I'm not telling.
nope, I'm not telling either. But now we're just over 3 months out, Lou. It's so exciting.
It is, and so, they're flying into Rome, and then they're gonna you've made a lot of arrangements for folks. You've really done a heck of a job doing that, by the way. I don't think I would've been that detailed. I would've said, "Just meet me there, figure it out," right? But you didn't do that. Transportation, all these things, and we're so grateful to our friends who even wanna go. I didn't think we'd get 50 people to go, and now there's 80 some people going, and then every now and then you get a message, "Hey, can I still go?" Or, "Hey, I heard about this
No.
trip." And we're like, "It's closed, unfortunately." The castle is 36 rooms?
It's 37, and
37.
the see, it's not easy to do this. I can tell you this because,
Yeah.
by the way, the owner to work with the owner, it's amazing. If you ever wanna do this, contact me. I will be happy to help you. I'm
Oh,
working
for
direct with the
sure.
owner now too. But
Yeah.
you have to have a minimum of 50 people.
Mm.
And then they have chefs and dinners and everything that you can collaborate and have. We're also doing excursions, so they can go to a cooking class or craft beer. Me
Mhm.
and Stephanie and a bunch of people are going to a vineyard that's family owned. And some people are going to some caves. Like there's a bunch of different excursions that I'm also
Yeah.
organizing. Guys, lots of spreadsheets with this, Lou. Our house looks like a command center for something.
Yeah, for sure. People are flying in from all over the
Mhm.
United States. People from Italy are going as well. From
Yes.
different parts of Italy they're gonna be people that our exchange students' parents are going. The exchange student is going as well. Alessandro, so is some friends from Italy as well, from Verona. Scala family, they're coming out, right? And a lot of good people. And they're flying to Rome. They're gonna make their way to Petritoly. They're gonna
Yes,
stay in the castle.
we have a bus
And
picking
not
everybody
an
up from the
elevator in sight, from what I hear, not an elevator in sight. Old school castle, complete with a dungeon, just saying, and, so it'll be fun. There's gonna be a band playing, there's gonna be all kinds of fun stuff, so that's gonna be a good time. Props to you for putting that together, Rhonda.
Lou,
Awesome.
this is not like this isn't a medieval castle that's been around forever.
Yeah,
We're
it's
getting
century.
married in Yes, and we're getting married in a theater that's been around since the 11th century.
Uh,
It's gorgeous. I can't wait for
hang on,
everybody to see it.
hang on. That's not the theater in Italy where Caesar was stabbed, no?
No,
Okay, 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 okay,
no,
okay. Wanna make sure
no.
I'm not at the same place where Caesar met the Ides of March. Okay, good.
Our reception is gonna be at a bell tower that's been around since the 10th century.
Jeez.
And of course, the after party is in a dungeon. So it's gonna be quite the experience, Lou. We're also doing something very special in the garden, which we can't
Okay,
talk about, but we are
can't talk
doing
about
something
that.
in the garden. And so we've literally rented out the entire village. It's a very small village and it's amazing. But again, the
Yes.
owner has been great to work with. There's a lot of moving parts to doing this. I can tell
Yeah.
you that. Not a
They should
traditional.
contact you. A matter of fact, rumor has it, the people in that town, the owner of that castle, is wanting to connect with you on this whole thing because they need, a contact person in the United States,
Yeah.
which means we might have to go back every summer. I mean, I
I'm
don't
so
know.
excited to be working hand in hand with these people.
Yeah.
It's a dream come true for me because I love this stuff. Like I want to be
Yeah.
able to answer questions and I know that castle now inside and out and I know this the village inside and out. So it's very exciting for me to be able to have that opportunity and experience and we've been going to Italy every summer anyway, so it's
Yeah.
just an excuse to go back to be able to help other people in the future.
Any other takeaways? Is this message is going to all of our guests that are going to Italy, right? Any other tips that they should have that they should be aware of aside from having a passport and be on your best behavior? Anything else besides that?
I made it really easy. Like, I gave them different hotels to stay at in Rome. The bus is picking everybody up Monday morning from the airport. And it's going to take them directly to the castle. And then, of course, on Friday when we leave, it's picking everybody up and taking them back to Rome, straight to the airport. And the only thing that I can really say, as far as I already sent out newsletters that say all the don't forgets, and, I've been really thorough, and I don't do anything small. It always has to be
Oh.
ridiculous. And so this is going to be a ridiculous, it is going to be the trip of a lifetime for sure for every single person that committed to doing this.
For those of you gentlemen that are gonna go, I'm even bringing my barber. Just saying. Just saying.
I'm bringing somebody to do my hair, and I'm bringing my photographer. Let me talk
Oh,
about that real quick. So
pictures,
Shay
yes.
Wilson, we're actually going to have him on a podcast, Lou.
Okay.
He's been my photographer for, oh gosh, I'm getting old, like 15 years.
50
And
years. Holy smokes.
15, not 50. But he's
Okay.
amazing, and I couldn't imagine doing this trip without him. He is a great videographer, great photographer. He's bringing drone footage for the village castle and
Yeah.
everything. And like I said, we're going to be doing a future podcast with him to kind of talk about the experience, and super excited that Shay Wilson from Tucson, Arizona is going with us.
And if you're watching this, subscribe to this channel, share this video, and we might even feature you on the footage in Petrulli and share all your pictures from you being out there in Italy. Maybe you'll be one of the lucky ones. I don't know. Perhaps. I'm excited. I got some of my close friends coming. We got others that are bringing their in-laws with them and their children with them, and they're all. We want to be share how excuse me, how thankful we are for you guys coming out, because many of you are sacrificing time, money, trust, to come out and just be with us out there. I know it takes a lot of work to do that, and belief, and so we thank you for that. Again,
And
I
it's
didn't think I could put 50 people together, and now it's 86 or something like that.
And it's 5 days, 4 nights. It's not like it's just 1 day, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's 5 days, 4 nights of festivities, of fun, of pools, of getting
Mhm.
to know each other, of scavenger hunts, and all the things that we are about to do. We have games that we're doing every day that me and you have put together. So, it's gonna be an exciting time. I'm telling you, if you ever think about maybe a business trip, or taking employees, or renewing
Good
your
place to go.
vows, or getting married, don't count this place out, guys. Get a hold of me and I can guide you. It's pretty easy once you understand it.
I'm telling you, the owner of the place was so impressed with Rhonda planning this thing. I was like, I looked over and Rhonda had this entire PowerPoint put together to show the owner of what the plan is, who's attending, what the itinerary is, and the owner was just like, it was like a breath of fresh air, so refreshing for her to see someone be so prepared to do that, which I think is what prompted them to say, we might have a business proposal for you. You know what I mean? So there you go. Anything else, Rhonda? Anything else you want to share before we wrap up? Get real with the Pimbers.
Well, Lou, I can tell you this. I appreciate you so much. You have been a great husband to me, and I'm so thankful to God for bringing you into my life and making me a better woman, and making, experiences with our grandkids so special, with my kids so special. You've been a such a tremendous backbone to my life and my family, that I'm just very thankful to you. And marriage is never easy. And especially when you work together, and we've worked together our entire marriage.
Right.
So that part isn't easy, you know what I mean? But we've made
That's a
it
whole
work.
other conversation.
Yeah, that's a whole other podcast. But we've made it work, and I'm just very grateful and thankful to you.
Well, I didn't think it was gonna get all mushy like that. I didn't prepare my speech for that. However, however, no, I'm grateful as well. I, to be honest with you, the business that we have wouldn't be where it's at without your strategic thinking and being able to sell the vision, not only to the business but to the people, to myself, and thinking outside the box about a lot of stuff. I don't think that way. So it takes a person like yourself who is just a big dreamer to do that. So I'm grateful for that as well. And of course, Coral, Jade, Jax, and who else are we missing? We miss anybody else? For and well, Jet. Grateful for these little guys being in my life because they give me the chance to be Superman again. You see, when your kids are little, they think you're just the greatest thing in the world. Then they grow up and they realize you're just dad, right? So these little guys right here, they think I'm the greatest thing in the world. So that's the best part about that. Just so you know, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And well, are we done? Are we having? Is this just between you and I moment now? Or are we still on? We're still on. So,
I think we're good. I think we're good. I
so
think
I
we're
want to
good.
thank you for watching
I do
today.
want to give a quick shout out, Lou, to the
Oh,
212 Financial Group, all of
oh,
our
for sure.
agents across the nation. Again, we have a lot of offices in Arizona, and that's why we left and came to Houston because we're like, man, these guys got it. We don't have to worry about it anymore. And now we're in Houston building. But just so you know, we have agents in New York, Florida, you name it, we have them. If you're ever looking for an opportunity, let us know. If you don't have life insurance, go get some. And more importantly, go protect your retirement. My husband's so good at what he does, working with a lot of cops, military, retirees, business owners, and just normal people across the nation. So, we appreciate all of our clients and especially all of our agents. Quick shout out to the 212 Financial Group.
Shout out again, like, subscribe, follow, share, smash the like button, all that good stuff. Thanks so much for joining us here at Let's Get Real with the Pimbers, and we're out. Have yourself a good night.
Happy
Adios, arrivederci.
anniversary.
Say happy anniversary. See ya.